Good morning. Happy New Year. I'm Corey Rose.
And I'm Jordan Chavez. Good morning, everybody. Let's get a check of that holiday forecast now with meteorologist Keely Chalmers in for Chris Bianchi. Keely, Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year. Yeah, we're starting the new year off with temperatures pretty close to where they should be for this time of the year. It is chilly out there this morning, but those temperatures will warm into the low 40s as we head into the afternoon. We are talking about snow in the high country, though. We do have some winter weather alerts to talk about as well. 14 degrees at DIA right now. Winds out of the south, 10 miles per hour. Temperatures across the plains, mainly in the teens, low 20s. Single digits in the high country, both above and below zero. Here's a look at your forecast through the day for the metro area. A few more clouds move in, so we'll see increasing clouds as we head into the afternoon. We'll get out of the 20s into the 30s by about 11 o'clock, finally making into the 40s by about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Partly sunny, 42 degrees. That is our forecast high. Let's talk about the snow. We're looking upwards of a foot or more in the mountains, northern mountains, but also including I-70 corridor, Rabbit Ears Pass, those passes up there in the high country, I-70 and north. Again, expect some slick winter driving conditions throughout the night, the afternoon, throughout the night, and through much of the day tomorrow. So topping our weather headlines is the cold start. Mountain snow, again, a good amount starting this afternoon overnight into tomorrow. And that creates some tricky travel conditions. We do have a warm up in store for us and then a big cool down. More on that coming up in your complete forecast in just a bit.
Keely, thank you. All northbound lanes of I-25 south of Castle Rock are back open this morning following a series of crashes last night. Colorado State Patrol says that one of those crashes involved at least 20 cars. Castle Rock Fire says a fire truck, ambulance, and a battalion chief's vehicle were also involved. 2 people were treated on scene. Luckily, no one was seriously hurt.
Right now, the entrance ramp from southbound I-25 to northbound I-225 is closed due to a crash. This is the closest view that we could get from our CDOT cameras. You can't see much other than some police lights there on the ramp. We don't know how many cars were involved in the crash or if anyone was hurt. We will update you once we get some more information.
A family from Eagle just spent their first holidays without 4 of their loved ones.
A crash in July killed a family of 4 while they were in an off-road vehicle, or UTV, in Morgan County. 9 News reporter Lauren Scafidi is live in studio now with new details that we're learning about charges in this case. Lauren, good morning.
Hey, Jordan and Corey. Yeah, here's where the crash happened. This is the corner of Morgan County Road C and 31. CSP says a UTV ran a stop sign. A truck hit the UTV, killing all 4 people inside. Here's damage from the truck. These are some new photos we have. You can see it's a Morgan County REA truck. That's an energy cooperative. We haven't been able to confirm if the driver of the truck was on the clock at the time of the crash. It happened July 3rd at 3:30 in the afternoon. But the Morgan County DA did confirm the driver of the truck will be charged with DWAI, which means driving while ability impaired. That's a charge that comes down when a driver's BAC is below 0.08%. The crash killed 22-year-old Destiny Rios right here, 22-year-old Brandon Adkins, their 1-year-old son Isaiah, and Destiny's 2-year-old son Benjamin. Destiny's brother says learning about the charges the other driver will face is very difficult, especially this time of year.
Rough. We've had to celebrate Brandon's birthday and then Thanksgiving and then my youngest nephew's birthday. And then now today, my oldest nephew's birthday. He would have been turning 3. And then my sister will be here in a couple weeks as well for her birthday. So it's been hard for sure. Just learning how to navigate these holidays or trying to enjoy these holidays without, feeling sad.
Marquise, who you just heard from, described his sister as a character. Here's actually Marquise and Destiny as kids. He says his sister was caring, passionate, and a good person to be around. Live in the studio, Lauren Scafidi, 9 News.
All right, Lauren, heartbreaking story. Thank you.
It's 5:05 right now. South Korea has issued an arrest warrant for President Yoon Suk Yeol. The president was impeached and suspended from power after he issued a short-lived martial law decree earlier this month. He's facing charges of abuse of authority and orchestrating a rebellion. Yoon's martial law decree led to public protests and mass resignations from his cabinet.
TikTok is facing a $10 million fine from Venezuela's Supreme Court this morning. The court accuses the social media app of failing to control the spread of viral challenges that have allegedly led to the deaths of 3 children in the country. According to the ruling, TikTok has 8 days to pay that fine. The court said the money would be used to create a special fund to compensate the victims of the viral challenges. The court did not specify the consequences TikTok would face if it does not pay the fine.
Right now, a man is behind bars in Virginia after investigators found more than 150 pipe bombs inside of his home. Prosecutors say it is the largest stockpile ever found by the FBI. The man was arrested earlier this month for having an unregistered weapon, but investigators didn't find the bombs until they searched his 20-acre home. This week, a judge ruled he could be released from jail with an ankle monitor, but prosecutors are appealing that decision to a federal judge. The man will stay in jail until that hearing happens.
Justin Baldoni is firing back after being accused of sexual harassment by his It Ends With Us co-star Blake Lively. The actor filed a libel lawsuit against the New York Times yesterday. The suit accuses the newspaper of publishing, quote, inaccuracies, misrepresentations, and omissions. This comes after Lively filed a complaint with the California Civil Rights Department last month, accusing Baldoni of sexual harassment and retaliation. Baldoni has denied the allegations and accuses Lively of creating false sexual harassment accusations so she could take control of the film.
Inflation kept prices for certain things high throughout 2024, but some everyday products actually dropped in price last year. Some home heating was down nearly 17% from January through November. Gasoline was down 7.6%. Consumer technology dropped 6.7%, and used car prices were down 4.6%. Men's suits, women's dresses and outerwear, toys, frozen baked goods, crackers, and canned vegetables also dipped in price. So will these trends continue? Well, some experts say the tariffs President-elect Trump has proposed against U.S. trading partners could have a significant impact on consumer tech, cars, apparel, toys, and food prices.
Today, CDOT will start issuing tickets to drivers caught weaving in and out of express lanes on all of Colorado's tolled roads. Last year, CDOT handed out more than $40 million in fines on C-470, I-70 in the mountains, and I-25 north of Denver. Now they'll start sending out tickets on US 36 and on the Central 70 and I-25 gap corridors. Those tickets will start at $75 and go up $150 if they're not paid within 20 days.
Other laws that will go into effect today are the car seat rule changes. Right now, children under 8 years old have to be buckled in a booster or car seat. That age requirement now changes to 9 years old. Also, kids under 2 years old and under 40 pounds must use a rear-facing car seat. Also, Coloradans won't be able to leave a handgun in their car unless it is stored in a locked, hard-sided container and hidden so you can't see it. The car must be locked too. If you're caught unsafely storing your gun in your car, it could cost you up to $100. There are also some other laws going into effect today, including using your phones while driving and the state's minimum wage increasing. We're going to be going over those details on 9 News at 6 a.m.
Tomorrow, changes are coming to Quebec Street. A section of the road near Colfax will be shut down over the next few months to make way for sidewalk construction. You'll see the detours around that area. Starting tomorrow, there will be more closures on Quebec. Quebec Street between Colfax and 17th Avenue will be closed until February 17th. The following day, Quebec Street between 17th and Montview Avenue will be closed until April 3rd. Construction will happen during the week and the road segments will reopen on weekends. You won't be allowed through unless you live in the area or you are part of the crew working on that project. City officials say this is all part of their Quebec Street Mobility and Pedestrian Safety Improvement Project.
These segments were chosen, approved by voters. And this is a section of Quebec that's, it's an important stretch. It's a busy stretch and it's a transit corridor. So we have people walking to bus stops there. And in some cases, they're just walking in dirt. If it's rainy, if it's snowy, it's not a great environment for walking or to reach these bus stops.
The project will cost $3.8 million. That money will come from the Elevate Denver Bond and Rise Bond projects. Crews will be working on a few things: expanding narrow sidewalks, adding sidewalks to sections that need them, improving bus pads, and upgrading traffic signals at 17th and Quebec. The city says that the project should be done early spring.